all virtues begin at home. If that is so, then all vices begin at home. So everything starts here. So what I can do first is do for myself first. I can make myself as kind and as generous and as fair and as just and maybe even as merciful as possible. And then that might spread abroad.
Hey, what's up, what's up? My name is E, and I know it's been a while, but I missed you all so much. I missed you all just like I missed Zaxby's, because y'all know I'm on this diet. So if I miss you like I miss Zaxby's, that's a lot. It wasn't a lot happening in the news this week besides Kamala completely obliterating Donald John during the debate, and rightfully so. As an educated black woman, did we really expect anything less? I don't think so. Other than that, it was, like I said, pretty much an uneventful week. Sometimes I do like to check in and see what the other bloggers are talking about, to see, what's hot, what stories are current, what's relevant, what are the people really connecting to. I don't want to overdo the story, and hopefully you all understand what I mean by that. I can't come back 87 times a day and tell the same story 12 different ways. My elites are too intelligent for that. When you see me let a story rest, it's intentional. I want to let the week brew and come back and talk about it with a fresh pair of lens, a fresh outlook, and give you all the best of what I have. Okay? First, I want to talk about how many times they did a flashback this episode. Evelyn is dating again. Okay, like we really wanted to know that. And they did about 2 flashbacks to show what Evelyn's type is and her previous dates from the Braxton family values. So let's take a look.
Only thing left mine is a 30, 40-year-old. That's all I got for you.
No, we don't roll like that.
Mommy has very high standards for everything in her life, and most of all, men. Miss E is picky as... I like tall guys. So she would be tall, financially
Stable. Somebody that's successful. I don't like roughneck.
I wouldn't think you would like a roughneck, Mom. And she wants him to walk like Denzel Washington. I don't know where we're going to find this guy.
See, last week I posed the question, why don't they show any flashbacks of how terribly the sisters treated Tracy? And someone said, well, this is the new series. This is the Braxton'S, not Braxton Family Values. Okay, but see, this week they proved to us that they can show flashbacks from the Braxton Family Values, because not only did they do it for Evelyn, but they also did it for Tamar. Tamar threw herself a pity party all episode long. Oh, I wanted to quit the episode in season 3. Oh, filming the Braxton Family Values, I almost lost my life. So to corroborate Tamar's story, the producers did one flashback after the other. Let's take a look.
The Braxtons are back! How has filming been so far?
Well, I'm a friend to the show, so I'm not really quite sure. The first go around, I almost lost my life. I can't allow that to happen to me.
You came in on the scene funny than a .com.
Hey, y'all, we the Gaga music. And me beats to capacity. Can I ask you to compromise my business? Have several seats. This is a lot of money. You're taking too much. I've been wanting to quit the Braxtons in season 3. Everybody has already made up their minds about me, and there's only so much bashing one person can take.
Tamar, do not leave. Tamar, we're talking.
This is my last scene and season.
So here we are with the editing marker. They make the folks who they want to look good, and then they sacrifice the others. In not one flashback do you even see Tracy. It's like she wasn't even there. But you have her son all over this episode, and in the worst way. You understand? How come they won't show Towanda's kids and what they have going on in life? And no shade to Trina or her sons. I love Trina, but I know at least one of those boys, and he has a story to tell. How come they don't want to talk about that? Now, Tamar, they cannot talk about Tamar's son because he lives with his daddy full time, allegedly. That's what the street said. But the only thing they showed on Tony's son was this fake storyline of Denim wanting to be a model. The boy is 5'7", but hey, he's living the dream, okay? Let's move forward. If you have not already, please hit the like and subscribe button and turn on your notifications, babe. The Braxton'S are back.
Can't be mad.
I'm educated in the streets, and it did not come from walking. Hello?
Hello. Evelyn has her priorities in all the wrong places. She's worried about catching her 50 and 60-year-old daughters a stepdaddy. Girl, them girls are grown. What can they do with a stepdaddy at that big age? Your family is on the brink of ruins, and you're on the screen talking about finding a new man to marry for the 40th year straight? I mean, come on. With Trina's husband and Towanda's thing she got over there, not to forget Tamar's white chocolate swiping her credit card for all of his sneaky links, you want to invite a new man into all of this chaos? Evelyn, please.
Make sure I'm right, because, I'm trying to catch my children a stepdaddy.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Tracy's son is having a seizure, and your ass is out here on a date. See, I thought this show was supposed to be about what Tracy wanted and surrounding her son with love and compassion. Yet, I rarely see any one-on-one scenes with Tracy's son and Tony. I've never seen Tony and Tracy's son go to dinner together, go to Mr. Chow's. I've never seen it. I've never seen any one-on-one scenes with Tracy's son and Tamar. The last time I saw Tamar and Tracy's son one-on-one together was at Tamar's concert, and she had brought out Tracy's son right before she sang Last Call. And for me, that wasn't about nothing but Tamar, because you was at Tamar's show. See, even when they're talking about Tracy, it reverts back to them individually. No. Not even with his own grandmother have I seen Tracy's son and Evelyn sit down together and talk as a family, from grandmother to grandson. I've never seen Evelyn bestow upon him the guidance and wisdom that she has accrued from her going through her own grief and her own divorce. The only time I've seen Evelyn and Tracy's son interact, it has always been in the company of Trina or Towanda, and that says a lot. That says a lot. You're filming a reality show. So if you ask me, if everyone was so concerned about Tracy and reigniting this new series, this new spinoff, The Braxton'S, was supposed to be about Tracy and her son having something, a piece of career, some type of financial income, then this should have always been about Tracy's son. They should have always been filming with him. He should not have been in a hotel room. They should have rented out an Airbnb for the duration of filming. Listen, check this out.
I feel like this year has been the hardest year. My wife, she was just like, oh yeah, I want a divorce. I don't know where it came from.
So the divorce was unexpected?
Got blindsided, actually. I tell her every day, I'm gonna fight for my family. She says, I didn't fight for it. It's playing with my emotions. Because I want my family back.
Little Kevin started getting seizures after Tracy passed.
Hold on. Towanda says Tracy's son has been getting seizures ever since Tracy passed. Now keep that in mind as this conversation progresses. Let's go.
Auntie.
Is it okay if I tell her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to tell you.
Hey, Mama.
Hey.
Well, I got you on speaker. I'm with Scratchy.
Can we get some ice?
Say it again, Mama.
Hey, how you feeling now?
I'm okay. I think I was just stressed.
We're gonna have to lighten your load.
Right.
It's a lot.
It
was
is.
a lot. So we have to limit what you're doing.
Are you all listening to that? She said, we're going to have to lighten your load and limit what you're doing. Meaning they're willing to chip in. They're willing to help. Now, they're not clear about how, but this is what the grandmother, this is what the matriarch of the family is saying. Listen, y'all.
I know in between his grief for his mom and his divorce, that is so much that he has suppressed, and this is how it's coming out.
Pay attention. We're almost where I want us to be. Listen, in between the grief from losing his mom and the stress from his divorce, there is a lot he has suppressed, and it's coming out through these seizures. This is what she said out of her own mouth. Losing a loved one and going through a divorce would weigh heavy on anyone. But he is keeping it inside. He's keeping it inside, which was a pattern of Tracy's. Tracy would keep everything in until she finally exploded and let all of that Aries energy come out in true, rare form. And this is what her son is doing. This is what Kevin Jr. is doing. Listen to this last part.
Yeah, you need to relax.
Now, the question is, being by myself in the hotel.
You're afraid to be by yourself in the hotel?
No, I just check on me. I just check on me while I'm in there. It's cold.
Of course I am. Are you kidding me? You got 100 people that's going. You ain't gonna get no sleep because everybody's gonna be calling you every 5 minutes.
Pause. He said the only thing is being by myself in this hotel room after having a seizure. And Tawanda's bald head ass said, are you afraid to be by yourself in your hotel room? And the way she looked at him when she said it was almost as if she thought he was being ridiculous. And I am sure that he must have felt her unwillingness to do it, because he immediately switched gears and said, well, I'll just check on you. Let me replay that again so that we're all clear on what we just saw.
Yeah, you need to relax.
Now, the question is, being by myself in the hotel.
You're afraid to be by yourself in the hotel?
I just check on me. I just check on me while I'm in there. It's cold.
Of course I am. Are you kidding me? You got 100 people that's going. You ain't gonna get no sleep because everybody's gonna be calling you every 5 minutes.
He just had a seizure, and he is trying to ask for help and support in the only words he knows how. And the way that she responds to him and the way she is questioning him is making him feel inferior when it comes to articulating his needs, to where he in turn responds in a traditional masculine sense. Well, I'll just check on you then, as if it was something wrong with Towanda and her healthy household. Do you all understand what I'm saying? That was unacceptable. If Towanda was any kind of aunt, Tracy's son would have never been in a hotel room to begin with. Why? Evelyn doesn't stay in a hotel room when she comes to town. Make it make sense. If everyone is so distraught over losing Tracy, then why, when Tracy's only child comes to town, he has to stay in a hotel like he's not even a part of the family, instead of staying in Towanda's house or Trina's house? Hold on. Let me put both of their houses up on the screen so you can see, okay? Because this is bullshit. Here it is. Here it goes. You're telling me neither one of those houses have an extra furnished bedroom, a den, a pull-out sofa, anything, any place, any space for Tracy's son to put his bag and his belongings for the few days when he is in town? Nobody had extra room? When Trina's kids come over, she wouldn't have them stay in the hotel. Hell no. Towanda just said earlier she knew Tracy's son started having seizures after Tracy passed. So why wouldn't you tell him, just come on to the house, nephew? Scratchy, whatever the fuck she calls him. Why is he at the courtyard? Trina, I'm mad at you too because you even said in your confessional that Tracy's son, his health is fragile right now. So why couldn't he stay at your house?
But Bonnie and I are trying to stay calm because little Kevin's health is fragile as it is. And we're here to build him up, and that's what he needs right now.
Yesterday was kind of scary, so that was a lot. It's been about 24 hours.
Yes, it has. That's a lot,
Yeah,
buddy.
it's a lot.
Yeah. That's a lot for one person to go through in such a short span of time there. What worries me about little Kevin right now is that he's in the valley in the shadow of death. I will meet you downstairs. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. He cannot really find happiness right now.
Pause. You think he is going through the valley of death and he cannot find happiness? But y'all had him fly down to Georgia from his house in Maryland to film your reality TV show that made this boy miss court and everything else, missing time away from his son. And you all still put him in a hotel room by himself, knowing that he is unhappy and he is going through the valley of death while you all are enjoying the comforts of your own home. Not one relative in Georgia could let Tracy's son spend the night? You got to be kidding.
You'll be all right.
I'm gonna make sure I am.
Yes, you are. Why? Because you're your mother's son. Mm-hmm.
Ain't no doubt about that.
She didn't let things get her down. You push her down on one end, she bounced up on the other. And that's who you are. You'll be all right.
Well, you got that right. As many times as Tamar and Towanda tried to push Tracy down, she came up from the other side and laid the smack down on him. See, now that you're telling the truth about right there. That you're talking too real and too right. Okay? And I wish she would have spoken up more about it when the narrative was Tracy was too angry. Tracy was too volatile and all of that nonsense. Tell the truth. Tracy let people walk all over her, but as soon as she had enough of it, big Aries energy came out with a vengeance, and Tracy wasn't nothing to be played with. But y'all let me know what you think. Do you all think it was wrong for Towanda not to let Tracy's son spend the night after he had a seizure and couldn't fly back home the next day? I mean, the seizure was so potent that he was not even allowed to fly and make it back to Baltimore for his divorce hearing the next morning. So whether it be Trina or Towanda, since those are the two he's filming with the most, but hey, he could have even stayed with Evelyn if she would have offered. But do you all think that somebody in the family should have taken him to their house, even if it was just that one night, so that he would be surrounded by family, rather than leaving him in his solitude to soak in his disappointments, in his anger and confusion about life? For me, that made this family look 10 times worse than what I thought at the beginning of this season. But, leave it in the comments. And remember, this is not an echo chamber. If you see something that I didn't see, please call it out. Let me know that, maybe something was in the blind spot and I didn't see it. Leave it in the comments. Let's like, share, comment, and subscribe. And the girl will stay in touch.
There's no such thing as a secret, so the idea that you feel that you cannot talk about these things that are bothering you, you're saying them anyway. They come out through your physical body. But unfortunately, the way that they come out, it disfigures, it distorts, and it destroys. So by the time you get to the grave, we knew all your issues. That's the point. We knew all your issues. You cannot hide. There's no such thing as secrets.